the hair, be given pumpkin, which, it's gonna go our first book. Pumpkin Spice Cafe. And I've heard that this one is not really like good, but isn't bad. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like a fine book. It's a cheesy book. It's a Hallmark type movie book. But I really want to read the Christmas one. So I figured let's go ahead and read them. They are not very long. This one's like 350 pages, and the text, she big text. She's going to be a very quick read. I know it. And I've also been like oddly, like, I don't know if it's the time of year, but I want to read like a physical book, which is very odd because normally I'm all about my Kindle life. We're just going through the haul first. I don't know if I mentioned that. I don't think I did. It doesn't really matter. So second parts of my little beginning haul is I did get these from, I believe, Waterstones, and these are the like special edition sprayed edge of Powerless and Reckless. Have I read these yet? No, but I just know that I'm gonna like them. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know I'm going to be vibing with the vibes. So beautiful foil, beautiful map, and beautiful like reversible covers, and I just think they are just stunning. What's in here? Oh, my receipt. That'll be good to have, but literally obsessed. And if I was gonna pick them up in some way, I might as well get the beautiful special editions. I feel like these are really, really nice sprayed edges too, and the colors are really vibrant. So I picked those up, and I have my receipt apparently. And then I also wanted to mention I do have some bookmarks in shop, so I'll link those down below. But I did also go to Target today, and I got 2 books that I was not planning on purchasing like at all, but I think it's like sometimes I just go through the book section. I'm like, I need to buy something today, so I do. Haunting Adeline. So here's the thing, my darlings. I feel like at least 3 people have told me in messages, or Hannah in person have said, when are you going to read this? And I said, I'm not going to read it because it sounds scary. It sounds a little spooky because it is like a dark romance. But here's the thing. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to see what happens. I do think it's interesting that there's like a lot of pictures and like kind of like notes written and things in here, which I think is fun. I don't know if that's just like the Target one, but there's like notes and such. But I'm like interested, but also like, I don't know. It's one of those things where there's so much hype that I want to read it, but I know it's psychotic. So psychotic and chaotic. Also, I know. Did I need another one? No. Do we need to support the terrible lady? No. But here we are. I'm going to annotate it. Don't yell at me. You can yell at me later. I did have 2 DNFs this week. I did DNF Haunted Ever After. I think I got to like 50% or 45% into this, and I'm just gonna say I think that the like ghost story part of this was pretty interesting and like a cute little like spin to a romance, but I thought the guy in this was kind of like really obnoxious. I feel like he was very like insta love, and some of the stuff he did started to get so cringy that I was just like, ick. So I DNF'd it because it was giving really like 3-star energy, and then his ick started coming out, and then it was giving like 2-star energy. And that's why I don't feel like I rate many books like 2 or 1 star, because if there are 2 1-star, I'm gonna get out as fast as I can. And then the other book that I have is not a physical book, but I did also DNF The Courting of Bristol Keats, which was an arc that I was really excited for, but I feel like they were just trying to do too much. It is a romantasy, and I believe it is a duology, someone told me, and I'm just not a fan. I'm just going to be honest with you. I DNF'd about 37%, it says, and I feel like what they were trying to do is like throw every romantasy trope into one book, and then like I feel like I can like predict a lot of things, and I think that like it was just like, okay, like they were just trying too hard. Do you know what I'm saying? Mary E. Pearson. That was my thoughts. I wasn't vibing with the situation, so I DNF'd it, which 37% is still like 300 pages of that book. I also finished, which I was very excited to finish, but also kind of sad, Kiki's Delivery Service, because this was so cute. I think this would be really fun to read with my kids whenever they get older, and I'm excited to finally watch the film because I've never seen it before. I'm just going to spend most of this video taking stickers off of books, I think. But I am very excited to watch the movie now because I think it's going to be a very fun time. Kiki is just so cute, and it's a Gigi. Her cat is also adorable, so Loved this. It's very like cozy. It was perfect for this time of year. I also finished Ushers, which is a short story by Joe Hill. I might Goodreads up because I don't remember anything because I did finish quite a bit. This was because there was a lot of graphic novels and things. But this was a short story. I gave it a 3-star, but it was a predictable little fast read. It was kind of like horror-y. It was fine. It was fine. I also finished Soma, which was also an ARC, and that is a graphic novel. I gave that one also a 3-star. It was really pretty graphic-wise, but I feel like the story, I was just kind of like, okay, I'm bored, but you might like it. I also finished, did I say I finished Butcher and Blackbird? I can't remember like where I left off prior to the haul. I did finish Butcher and Blackbird though, and I really, really liked it. I will say that the smut was not for me, but I did still give it a 4.5 because I feel like the rest of the story, I was like hooked. I read it, I think, in like 2 days, which is kind of wild for me. Also, if you're not following me on Goodreads, definitely give me a follow because you can see like the in-time, real-time reviews. I also did finish Goosebumps, which I actually have Butcher and Blackbird here too, so I don't think that I did talk about it, but I did finish this Goosebumps, which I read it. It was like 20 minutes. Goosebumps, the graphic novel, I gave this one a 4.5 for graphic novel. I feel like it was giving me all the nostalgic vibes. Definitely is a take on The Mask. I don't know if it was called The Haunted Mask or The Mask. Again, I'm just taking stickers off of all of these books. Like literally every book I have has a sticker on it. But I really liked this. I think it'd be really fun to read with my 7-year-old, and I liked the graphics, and I hope that they come out with more because this one does say #1, or at least online it said #1, but it's a middle grade graphic novel. Really, really simple, easy read. I'm just literally covered in Barnes & Noble stickers. Can we just stop it with the stickers? I actually want to read the second one soon. A lot of people said that the second one is not as good, but I feel like it left on a cliffhanger, and I need to know like what happens next, like pretty badly. Like I was like, every time I start a new book, I'm like, should I just read Leather and Lark? I don't know. I also went ahead and read this one. This was The Third Shift Society, and I believe it's like a webtoon comic, and I liked it. I give it a 3.5. It was like a paranormal detective type situation. So he is like the detective and she's like his assistant, and they are just kind of like going through and solving these little like hauntings. So if that is your vibe, I think you will love this. I just feel like those kind of like little baby mysteries, like in just like a string of them, is not for me. I did have the second one on my, what's it called? I had the second one on my wish list, and I went ahead and took it off because I just don't think I'm like that interested. Like if I ever saw it on sale somewhere, I might pick it up just to see what happens, because it does leave on like, you kind of want to know like more, but I'm not like obsessed with it. I feel like I need it. But if you like the whole like crime show type situation and like spooky paranormal things, I think that you'll really like that one. Just for me personally, wasn't vibing. I also have these on my TBR, which is The Cursed and The Coven. These I picked up, actually pre-ordered. I don't know why I do this. Honestly, I just have no clue. Why do I pre-order the second one whenever I didn't even read the first one? I don't know, but I figured they're like so small, but they do not have good reviews. And I went to like put that I was going to start reading it, and I was like looking at the reviews, and I'm like, they said it's just a lot of smut, which like for that short of a book, I don't really know about it. So I don't think I'm going to necessarily like get rid of these, unhaul them, but I think I'm going to go ahead and just put them like upstairs in my library in my like TBR section up there, which is like a secondary TBR for me. And then if I ever feel like reading something smutty, which I don't know if I ever will, like maybe we'll pull that one out. And then the last thing that I read is Sheets. And I have had this book since I think last year, like pre-Halloween last year, and I just never got around to reading it. There is, I believe, 3 of these, and there is also, they had for free comic book day or something like that. I don't know if it was last year or the year before, something, which actually there's a Lemony Snicket like blurb in the back, which is kind of wild because I loved A Series of Fortunate Events, which he said, for days after reading Brenna Thurmer's Sheets, I have been wandering my neighborhood haunted, enchanted, and in need of freshly pressed clothing. I just love it. And the illustrations in this are so fun, so pretty. I love the like colorway that they chose to use. It's very like 70s, 80s kind of vibes. I guess probably more 80s, but I did not expect to like this as much as I did. I gave it a 5-star. I don't necessarily think that if I was like, I am the Academy, I wouldn't give this a 5. I would give it like probably like a 3 or 4, but I personally really, really loved this. And it's another one where I really want to go into the second one, but I was looking online to try and find if anybody uploaded the free comic, and I cannot find it anywhere. And I even had Nick looking for it, so I think I'm gonna buy it on eBay because it's like $6, which is like fine, but it's like annoying because it was free. I don't know why they wouldn't just put it online afterwards for free. But if you know where I could find it, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to buy it online. But it's like 1.5, so it comes after this, but before the next one. It's just supposed to be like a short, like 20-page little story, but I am just like, well, if I'm going to read it, I want to read the whole thing. So I am probably going to wait to read the second one, but I do really, really want to read the second and then probably order the third to read this spooky season because I love this. It was like, I had a bunch of times where I like chuckled, but it was like overall kind of like sad, but also like sweet at the same time. But I feel like for a graphic novel, this one was like different I don't read a lot of sad graphic novels. I feel like I read a lot of like action-y type ones. So this one was really good, and I would definitely recommend this to everyone to read because I really, really liked it, and I think it's really, really beautiful. So The Dead Romantics, I'm going to be starting it, I think, haven't fully decided. Started a audiobook, Two Can Play by Ali Hazelwood. I started that. I want to just go ahead and say it's given mad 3-star energy. I feel like that's like my thing, mad 3-star energy here. The narrator's voice is one of the more annoying ones that I've ever heard. I'm so sorry. The thing is I have an annoying voice, I think, in my opinion. She also has an annoying voice, or they do. It's really annoying. I'm not gonna lie, it's annoying. As far as after this, I think I might listen to, I don't know actually what I'm gonna listen to. I was thinking maybe So Thirsty or The Fine Print, or going into the new Mary-Kate Andrews Holiday Hideaway, which comes out soon. But I do have an arc of both the audiobook and the physical, like the actual book, so I might read one of those. I haven't decided yet, but I'm thinking maybe saving the Christmas one for like the first week of November and listening to that because that sounds very fun. But as far as like what I'm going to be like reading next, I think that it's going to be The Dead Romantics because I've been pushing it off for far too long. Another one that was in the running is Quicksilver. Haunting of Adeline, I was thinking about reading because it is kind of like spookier. Or, like I said, just going into Leather and Lark because I really liked what was happening there. It was very like this, though, a lot of the time, but, you know, it's what I signed up for. It's what I signed up for. I think right now I'm having a lot of trouble with, like, cheesy romance because I just want something like, wow. Like, either, like, make me feel something, make me, like, giggle, make me think, make me do something. I don't know, but that's everything. I get distracted easily when the window's open.